Sitting here at EA Diddle Arena with WKU Director of Athletics Todd Stewart. And Todd, thank you for joining us. It's an exciting time for both men's and women's basketball here. 7 games left for each, both playing UAB. We've got the women's team warming up behind us against the Lady Blazers, and they come in, one of the top 4 teams in the conference as well. A senior in Janae Smith, very skilled. What are you seeing from the Blazers coming into the game?
Well, they're a strong team. I mean, they're 8-5 in the conference, and there's a lot of depth in Conference USA this year. You know, obviously we have a huge game Saturday against Middle Tennessee, but it's only huge if we win tonight, you know, because if we win tonight, Middle Tennessee already won today, then the winner of the game on Saturday is in sole possession of first place. But we have to take care of business tonight first.
Talking about UAB and Middle Tennessee, just the depth of this conference overall in women's basketball and bringing teams that not only have the name notoriety in women's college basketball in UAB and Middle Tennessee, but also the skill, and what has that done for this Lady Topper team?
Well, I think that's one of the neat things about going into Conference USA is it's benefited all of our programs, Josh, but probably women's basketball as much as any, because we have a lot of historic rivalries with the schools that we're aligned with now. You know, I mean, certainly Middle Tennessee, but beyond that, UAB, Louisiana Tech, Old Dominion, you know, those schools have had some great rivalries with Western Kentucky basketball. Now, it's been a while since we played some of them, but it's nice to be realigned with them again. And you know, it's important matchups for us. We're 21-4. We've had just a terrific season so far, but you know, this is a stretch drive, and hopefully we can finish strong.
Tonight, as a lot of Thursday nights, the deal with 500 fans coming in and getting the pizza. What have you seen from, you know, the athletic department, the marketing? How has that helped both the Lady Toppers and the men's teams?
Well, I think it's helped some. I mean, I wish our crowds were better, to be honest with you. They haven't been bad, but I think both of our teams this year, you know, have really done their part. You know, women are actually in first place right now. The men have been in first place until the last week, and you know, that's what I had always had people tell me when I first took the job 3 years ago was, hey, we'd like you to get into a better conference so we can have more meaningful conference games at home. And that's what we really have now. And so hopefully with these last 4 games for the women and the last 2 games for the men, we get some terrific crowds in here.
You mentioned the seeding and the women being at top and the men still striving to get back to that top spot. And the importance of that seeding, you know, in the past in the Sun Belt, maybe the men hoped maybe we don't have to play middle. You can get on the other side of the bracket. But with both men's and women's basketball having to face such tough competition at the top of the leagues, how important is this next 7 games?
It's huge. It is huge. The conference tournament on both sides is going to be a real dogfight. And the significance is that if you finish 1 through 4, you get a bye. So you only have to win 3 games to win the conference tournament. If you're 5 through 12, and only 12 go, 14 teams don't go, only 12 go. But if you're 5 through 12, even though our men did it a couple years ago, I mean, to win 4 games in 4 days with this kind of competition will be tough. But if you can get one of those top 4 seeds, at least gives you a little bit of a leg up, and certainly our goal is to win it on both sides.
And lastly, you already mentioned Middle Tennessee a little bit, but being able to play games, one here at home and one Sunday in Murfreesboro, getting that rivalry renewed, how big is that for this program?
Well, it's great. It seemed really weird last year not to play them. I mean, we're only 100 miles apart, and our histories go back to the OVC and then to the Sun Belt together. So it was kind of an odd year. And I know it's a game both teams look forward to, both fan bases look forward to, and I think this Saturday and Sunday could be special games.
Well, that's tonight's report from the court here with WKU Athletics Director Todd Stewart. And Todd, thanks a lot for joining us.
No problem, Josh. Thanks for having me.